right, you guys, we finished up selecting our theme, and I did change it back to the Schaubern because it's what fits my site the best. So I did switch it back here. And then we're going to go into now designing by blocks. So creating customization on each of your pages. So it's not just the same thing each one, but you're creating it based on the content that you have. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go into Site Pages, and I'm going to select them this way. There's many different ways to get to the editor to do this, but this is how I'm going to do it. Right now I'm going to work on editing the home page. So I'm going to hit those three dots and I'm going to click Edit. Now some of the stuff I'm going to show you is different based on the template that you chose. Sometimes you're going to have wording within the graphic here. Sometimes you won't, sometimes you will, sometimes you'll have extra pictures on top that you can edit. So there's lots of different things that you can do. And I've done a little bit of editing with the words, but I'll show you exactly where to find these different things and doing customized links and different things that way. So this is my homepage. And right now I'm just going to say that it's Fargo North High School business education site. Okay. And then my tag, the bottom here says business education classes offered and taught by Mrs. Titus at Fargo North High School. So one of the first things I want to show you is how easy it is to change your text. So I've already put in some images here, but I'll show you where I do that here. So there was some template images put in here, but I wanted to add my own to fit the things that I'm talking about here. So I'm just giving kind of a preview of these three classes on my homepage. So accounting is one of them. And now the image here, I believe I did it up here. Let's see here. Okay, I went to replace from the other one, and then I did open media library, and I had saved these ones. So then I'm going to insert the one that I chose here. Okay, I can add some text or alternate text there if I wanted. I can determine how large I want the picture to be. But right now that's there, so that's how I would switch an image. Sometimes it'll pop up over here too. We're not necessarily going to go into the advanced side of things because we don't know much about that right now. If we were further along in our course, we would have a little bit more knowledge there. But right now, this is where we're at. So up here is kind of where I'm using the editing. Sometimes, depending on your template, when you click on it, it'll give you that menu right here. So it's kind of how your settings are set up. And I kind of like it up here so that it's not over the top of my stuff. Now I'm going to change some wording here. Now this is just too much for my page. So all I'm going to do is just click in here and just get rid of that part. And so I just kind of want this little tagline about the class of accounting. This one here, well, we haven't been able to do much music editing, so I'm going to take that out. We did graphic design and creating interactive websites. We're working on the website portion now. Okay, we're going to take out that sound editing and web development using WordPress. Okay, and then this one here, this one's okay. So I'm not going to change any wording here. So it's really easy to change the wording just by clicking in it. Okay, another area that I want to show you is, say this right here, this is called a spacer. Okay, so if this is not here, let's see, I could remove block and that would remove the spacer. So now that gets closer together, but maybe I want that there. I'm going to insert the spacer, and now that didn't go where I wanted it to go, but that's okay. I'm going to remove it. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to click around till it kind of pops up for me. It's not wanting to. Okay, we'll see. There's one right here. So this is just kind of want to show you how these work. You can change the height in pixels here to space it out. All a spacer is it's not something you can insert text in. It just creates that space on the site. So if you were to have like a text box in here, adding a spacer would help you put it where you want to, because it's not like other programs where you can just drag it to where you want. You'd have to put in the spacing to make it fit exactly where you want. So in this plus button up here, there's lots of different things that you could add as you're customizing. So maybe you want to put a collage of pictures together somewhere on your site. There's common blocks. These are kind of the ones that were there. You can put in audio, video, formatting. The video might not work, and you might have to upgrade to premium to get that to work, so it might not do that for us here. But there's just different that you could insert a table if it's something that you're going to have, layout elements, separator, spacer. So that was where I was talking. If I wanted a separator maybe in between some of these, I could do that. But then I want to show you some links, how we want to make that work. You can even link things to an outside website if you wanted to take it somewhere else. So instead of this here, right now I have it as classes offered in 2020, 2021. I'm going to change that to Fargo North High School website. So I want to take it just to the Fargo North website itself. So I'm going to come up to this link button here. And right now it's linked to my portfolio page. That's just what it automatically did with the template. So I'm going to edit this, and I am going to go to the Fargo North website. I'm going to copy the URL, and I'm going to put it in here. Okay, so when I go into, and I put open in new tab because I want them to stay on my website, but then it would open that up. So if you wanted them just to go to it, you wouldn't have to click that here, but open in new tab. Okay, I'm going to preview this to see how that works. So if I clicked on this, it opened the new tab, and apparently it's blocked. But that's how it would work there. Okay, so I'm going to close this out, and I want to show you one other. Okay, I want this to say update. So it's saving, I'm updating the changes I made. Okay, I want to show you one other little piece. So I'm going to go to my business education class schedule. So in here, I'm going to go to edit. Now, there's different page layouts here. So I'm going to go into change layout. It's going to tell me that things will be changed if I have already made any customizations. And it gives you suggestions of what kind of pages you're going to use. So we have about pages, blog pages, content pages, menu pages, those things that you saw earlier. But I want to use an about page for this because it's going to be a class description list that way. So making sure you pick that customized page based on what your content is about. If you are, obviously a contacts page is one you want to do for if you're doing your contact information. You are showing off some things, your portfolio, if it's a business or you provide a service, showing that. So make sure you go into this and make sure and see which layout's going to be best for you. So mine's already at a kind of that list layout way. So I haven't edited anything here other than the title. Now when I'm doing the text too, again, this is linked, okay, straight to the same page there, the schedule. I can, in my text, change the color here. I'm gonna see if it'll let me over here. Okay, I might have to do that on a different one. Oh, I need to click on. Okay, that's because it's the link. Okay, let's try this. The block here, color. Here we go. I can change the color of the block, the text. You can customize your color there, all that stuff. But I just wanted to show you that you can choose different layouts for each page that you're using. So making it fit what your topic is about, what your content is about for that page. All right, so before going back, just making sure that you click update so it saves your changes. And again, you just go back to my sites, your pages to figure out which one you're going to edit, and just keep working down. The one you do not need to touch yet, unless you just want to change the layout of it and customize it that way, but you do not need to write your blogs or anything yet. You don't have to worry about this page. Really focusing on those 2 additional pages, and then your contact and your homepage for the content here. And remember that every layout is just a little bit different, so you're going to have to kind of click around in that edit mode to figure out exactly what you want it to look like, to add things, all that stuff. So just keep kind of going in and out of it, checking on things and see if that's what fits your page the best. So that's where you're getting the points for adding content and design and images and different things that way. So just keep working through that, and that will be it for part 2 of your assignment, and then part 3 is going to be more about this blog.